Welcome to the ISO podcast by Morgan Manifest, created for those who are in search of an alternative approach to fulfilling their dreams, and for those who are willing to take the road less traveled in search of a more meaningful, fulfilling, and purposeful life. I am the manifesting mentor, Morgan Hamer, and I am here to empower you with valuable resources that you can use to manifest your best life and more. Let's jump in. Today, we are going to talk about the biggest blocks to your manifestations. And I'm going to start with a little exercise to illustrate my point. So I want you to take a moment to think about what it is that you want most in the world right now. Maybe it's a car, maybe you want a relationship, or to make more money, or to be more fit. Maybe you want to work on your health. Maybe you want more freedom and time to travel and do the things you love. I just want you to get an image in your mind of what it is that you want to manifest most right now. Now, I want you to think about the first few reasons that come to mind for why you don't already have what you want, or why you feel like you can't have whatever it is that you just pictured. So come up with the reasons why, your excuses for why not. So moving forward, I'm going to refer to your reasons for not having what you want right now as your blessing blockers. I call them blessing blockers because the beliefs that prevent you from achieving your dreams often originate from the same mental programming that blocks your blessings and prevents you from manifesting your best life. It's likely that a majority of the reasons you've listed for why you don't have exactly what you want right now fall into one of the following three categories. One, you think that there's too much uncertainty. In other words, some fear or fears of the unknown are holding you back. These types of blessing blockers indicate that you believe there's too much uncertainty, risk, or potential discomfort you will have to face in order to get what you want. And fears of the unknown blessing blockers indicate that you would rather settle for less than what you want and maintain the status quo than have to face the potential discomfort or uncertainty of doing something new and different. And with these kind of blessing blockers, the uncertainty of whether or not doing something different in the first place will pay off, or the uncertainty of whether or not you can actually do it in the first place holds you back. Also, the uncertainties or fears of what other people will think of you, or fears of failing in general, fall into this category. So the second main category of blessing blockers indicate that you believe there's a scarcity of resources that you need in order to manifest your desires. You believe there's not enough time, there's not enough money, not enough help with the kids, years left in your life, demand for your service, and so on, in order for you to get what you want. And the third category of reasons are connected to your sense of unworthiness and deservingness. This category is rooted in the belief that I am not enough to have what I want. In a nutshell, most blessing blockers, most of the reasons that you're going to say that you don't or can't have what you want fall into one or more of the following categories. Either I am not enough, there is not enough, or the unknown is scary. So given these three main categories of blessing blockers, for you to get what you really, really want, you're likely going to have to work around your fears of the unknown, reprogram your scarcity beliefs, or improve your sense of worthiness and deservingness. And keep in mind, having fears of the unknown and resistance to uncertainty is totally normal, given your brain is wired for efficiency and to keep you safe from harm. Think about it like this. Your brain tries to protect you from being in harmful situations. Therefore, the uncertainty of the unknown and all the things that can go wrong if you do something new can easily be avoided if you just resist change in general. The problem is that change is an inevitable part of life. So unless you condition your mind to be open to change, you're going to inevitably experience some level of suffering. And in my experience, overcoming the blessing blockers and that fears of the unknown category are the most challenging, but also most rewarding to overcome. Hence the saying, no risk, no reward. On a similar note, the belief that there are not enough resources such as time, money, demand, and so on is also totally normal. The idea that there's a scarcity of resources is at the root of Western culture, consumerism, and capitalism. So unless you've had some kind of alternative upbringing where you were taught that there's an abundance of love and money and time in the universe for everyone on earth, it's likely that you were programmed to believe there is not enough of whatever it is that you need in order to have all that you want. So given these factors, I found the most effective way to start to prime yourself to go for what you want and get what you want, despite your fears of failure or discomfort, those fears of the unknown, and despite your concerns that there's not enough, is to work on your sense of worthiness. Think about it. When you feel truly deserving of your desires, you are far more willing to face the potential challenges that may come up when doing a new thing, and you will likely be more willing to come up with the resources necessary to get whatever it is that you want. So now that you have an idea of the main types of blessing blockers, let's discuss some ways that you can overcome each of them so that you can maximize your manifesting magnetism. Keep in mind, when you effectively reprogram the subconscious beliefs at the root of your blessing blockers, you not only improve your ability to manifest, but you also begin to unblock the barriers that stand between you and your spiritual guidance. Your intuitive voice gets clearer, and you will be more inclined to notice synchronicities and all the little miracles unfolding around you that indicate the universe and your spirit guides are by your side, collaborating to help your desires materialize. How awesome is that? The same work that you apply to remove the mental barriers that block your blessings also enable you to unblock your connection to source energy, your spirit guides, and your internal voice, which helps you tap into the divine guidance that can really accelerate your ability to manifest. So now let's discuss the steps that you can begin taking to overcome the three main categories of blessing blockers I just covered. So first, for fears of the unknown, I highly recommend starting by taking baby steps to do something completely different from what you've been doing all along. I call this manifesting technique the alternative approach. This is where you try to do one small thing differently to get different results in your life. When you take subtle measures to do new things, you demonstrate to your subconscious mind that it is safe to do things differently, thus reducing your fears of the unknown. And this does not have to be something extreme. For example, if you are trying to find a romantic partner, there's no need to swear off love and join a convent. You just need to consider what you've been doing so far that isn't working and commit to doing something differently. For example, if you're inclined to be a stage 4 clinger, like myself in the past, you might want to consider, instead of just dating one person at a time, dating a few people at the same time until you find someone that is the right fit instead of putting all your eggs in one basket. Another great manifesting method that you can use that will help you overcome all three types of blessing blockers is to begin to assemble and observe your magnetic mirrors. Your magnetic mirrors are people you somewhat relate with who exemplify the qualities or accomplishments you aspire to achieve. Like a mirror, these people reflect back to you what you hope to embody yourself. And magnetic mirrors can be people that you know personally, fictional characters, celebrities, influencers, and so on. The more that you can relate with them as individuals, the more effective observing or connecting with them will be to reshape your subconscious beliefs about what is possible for you. And observing magnetic mirrors leverages your brain's natural processes to reshape your beliefs. Mirror neurons in your brain form pathways based upon what you observe. This allows you to reshape your neural architecture and in turn, your subconscious beliefs by intentionally observing others who are doing or have done whatever it is that you aspire to achieve. For your fears of the unknown blessing blockers, look for people who have overcome a similar fear or problem. For your unworthiness or undeservingness blessing blockers, study people who embody confidence and deservingness. One of my favorites is Dolly Parton. Lastly, for the scarcity of resources blessing blockers, find magnetic mirrors who have experienced similar struggles or limitations, the same kind that you believe are holding you back. And you can connect with these people in person. You can call them, you can follow them, you can read their books, you can watch their shows. There's so many ways that you can start to immerse yourself with your magnetic mirrors. You just have to get clear on what it is that you're trying to reprogram and then act accordingly. So the final manifesting method I'll share with you today so that you can start to overcome your blessing blockers is to see it, feel it, and give thanks for whatever it is that you want before it actually arrives. Once you get clear on what you want, all you have to do is just visualize it, see it, feel it, and give thanks for the different aspects of your dream life before they actually come forth. Through the process of intentionally visualizing what you want to manifest, you're able to create new neural pathways in your brain, which take the same form as if your desired visualization has actually happened. And doing this literally primes your subconscious mind to project out a new reality that mirrors the one that you've been picturing. It's very important also to try to feel the feelings that you hope are going to accompany your desired manifestations while you're envisioning it in your mind. So when a thought is paired with an emotion, it is far more impactful in reshaping the neural pathways in your brain. When you channel the feelings of gratitude for your desires materializing while you visualize and feel whatever it is that you want unfolding, you can also raise that internal vibrational frequency, your vibe, to a higher frequency, which will accelerate your manifesting magnetism. And there are a few different techniques that you can use to visualize your desired reality. The more relaxed and free from distractions you are, the better when practicing your visualizations. There are a number of guided meditations on YouTube that you can use to guide you through envisioning your dream life as well. If you have a hard time imagining something that you've never experienced, you can look at a vision board while you picture your best life or whatever it is that you want. I keep a folder in Instagram where I save images or videos that mirror my vision, and I review them sometimes as I'm picturing my desired reality unfolding. I've also seen people make digital vision boards in Canva and use them as backgrounds on their laptop or even just a simple Word document. Another really awesome technique that I have used many times is a very easy and effective visualization technique from the incredible thought leader, Bob Proctor. Bob recommends writing everything you hope to manifest on individual note cards and stating it as if it's already happened. So to do this, you'll start each detail of your vision, what it is that you really want, with "I am so happy and grateful now that," and then write the different aspects of whatever it is that you want. So for example, in the past, I have used this to manifest a relationship and also a career upgrade. And so those cards sounded something like, "I am so happy and grateful now that I found somebody that is a great fit for me, that travels frequently, that shares my values, that contributes and gives as much as they take," and so on and so forth. Or, "I am so happy and grateful now that I'm making 6 figures. I love my boss. I get to dress however I want to. I get to work from home," and so on and so forth. But you want to make individual cards for each aspect of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest and read them out loud as often as possible. I used to do this every morning before work. I'd sit on my back porch, read my little note cards, and really try to visualize and picture these things unfolding. And this really worked. So as a recap, 3 techniques that you can start implementing right now to start to reshape your subconscious beliefs so that you can manifest what it is that you truly want and overcome those blessing blockers that are standing between you and your desires is: 1, to start to think of ways that you can take an alternative approach. What is one thing that you can do slightly differently from what you've been doing all along to demonstrate to your subconscious mind that it's safe to do new things? Secondly, find your magnetic mirrors and do everything that you can to observe them. And then the third measure you're going to want to take is you're going to want to visualize whatever it is that you want and give thanks for it and try to feel those desired feelings as well as often as possible. I know these things sound really simple, but you have to do them to get the results that you want. And I promise you, over time, continuing to practice and keep this commitment to yourself, you will be blown away by the results. So, good luck, and I will see you next time. If you like this episode, please take a moment to like it, share it, write a review, subscribe to my channel. Whatever you feel compelled to do would be amazing. This helps me connect with and support more amazing people in search of more aligned ways to level up and manifest. Thank you for listening, and remember, what you're seeking is seeking you. It's up to you to claim it.